My name is Caleb Morris, and if marriage and family life have taught me anything, it's this. What separates being seen from being present? I've been there for 12 years. I've shown up to every family occasion. I carried her mother's groceries up 3 flights of stairs. I held my wife's hand before her graduation exams. I knew the difference between Russell's favorite scotch and the elevator key every time she forgot it. Jared has a walnut allergy. But somehow, I was never seen. Alina used to say I was low maintenance, as if it were a compliment. And for a long time, I wore that like a badge of honor. I thought it meant I was easy to love, undemanding, not dramatic. She was a hurricane, sharp, ambitious, radiant in every room. And I was the calm in her chaos. I romanticized being her base, her anchor, but that low-maintenance label, it slowly became an excuse, a way to step around my needs, guilt-free. Because I didn't say anything, she thought I didn't care. Or maybe she just stopped noticing I was there at all. Her mother never offered help. Her family didn't look me in the eye, unless they wanted something fixed. Her father, the old-fashioned stoic type, judged a man by the stiffness of his grip, treated me like a bad investment with no return. And Jared, everything revolved around Jared. He was the sun in their sky. If he crashed a car, they'd ask if the tree was okay. I still remember my first Christmas. I stood in this same room. I had carefully selected individual presents for everyone, wrapped them in handmade paper, sealed each with wax, little notes tucked inside. I watched from the edge of the couch as Claudia looked at mine and said, "Caleb, got this." She didn't mean harm, the tag was just smudged. But that moment, it landed, and it kept repeating. My efforts became background noise, my presence an afterthought. Still, I didn't mind. I was the peaceful one, the trustworthy fixer, the drywall patcher, the worksheet updater. After the party ended, I buried my disappointments in the attic, out of sight, like clutter. At home, not much changed. Alina's life was a blur of fitness challenges, career milestones, and brunches with coworkers. I tried to mingle, tried to join her world. But her friends only wanted to talk to Jared about tech, startups, whatever lit up his eyes. Every time I tried to carve out space in that world, I felt like I was trespassing. When I asked for a quiet dinner, she'd say, "Don't be so sensitive," or, "You know how my family is," when they steamrolled another weekend without even asking if I was free. So I told myself love meant not being the guy who complained. I thought I was strong enough to be the one who bends. But it wasn't one dramatic moment that broke me. It was the slow erasure of relevance, the tiny, daily concessions. Talking and realizing no one was listening, making a choice, only for someone else to override it like I wasn't even there. I once spent hours preparing Claudia's charity dinner presentation, but when it came time to present it, she introduced Jared, who hadn't even read the file. I still smiled, I still showed up, performed the duties. No one noticed when they were done. I felt like a ghost with a heartbeat, a husband on paper, a family member by marriage and service, not by presence. Funny how long you can go without realizing that half your voice is gone, until you see your reflection and don't recognize the man staring back. Not because he's changed on the outside, but because so much of him has vanished inside. I wasn't angry. Not yet. Just tired. Tired of being the background in other people's lives, of wondering if I could smile more, if I just tried harder, of believing the only way I'd earn space at the table was by staying quiet. I was Caleb Morris, the man in the background. My 35th birthday was a Tuesday, started with lukewarm coffee and a gray sky, the quiet hum of a life that had become routine. I wasn't expecting balloons, those were never my thing, but maybe, deep down, I was hoping for a hug, or even a note. Alina said, "Happy birthday," over scrambled eggs, then left for work. I walked into the kitchen. It was spotless. No card, no breakfast, just a sticky note reminding me to pick up Jared's dry cleaning. I almost laughed. Of course, I'd be the one picking up my brother-in-law's suits on my birthday. I crumpled the note and stuffed it into my pocket. I checked my phone. Nothing from Alina. Nothing from her parents. Not even from Ruben, the friend who never forgets the little things. I checked again an hour later. Still nothing. Work was chaos. Emails piled up. The printer jammed during my one critical presentation. I kept my head down, pushed through it, like always. In a budget meeting, my mind drifted. I imagined Alina at lunch, probably with her team. Jared and Claudia talking about wedding venues, chandeliers, swan-folded napkins, applause. I drove. Home, hoping, just maybe, something would be waiting. A cupcake, a takeout bag, something. The house was dark, no lights, no smells, just silence. I kicked off my shoes, walked through the living room. No cake. Fridge was empty, just a sticky note on the microwave. Didn't eat at SVP Angie's engagement party. Mail piled up, unopened. I took a shower, sat on the edge of the bed, stared at a blank TV screen. Outside, life moved on. Sirens, traffic, laughter from a neighbor's yard. At 10, Alina came home. No happy birthday, no mention of the day. Just, did you get Jared's dry cleaning? A kiss on the head, and off to the bathroom. She forgot. Just forgot. I had spent 11 years planning her birthdays, letters, gestures, places. But tonight, I couldn't even find the words. She changed into pajamas, slid under the blanket, scrolled through her phone, blue light dancing in her eyes. Maybe she was texting Jared, maybe someone else. I don't know. I turned away, closed my eyes. The pain didn't stab. It settled, like a stone in my chest, heavy, breath-tightening. But I told myself it was fine, that we were fine, but it wasn't. I lied to myself when I said birthdays didn't matter, not because of the party, but because she didn't think I needed one, or worse, that I didn't deserve one. I never brought it up, neither did she. The silence started to grow into the spaces between us. Our smiles dimmed. Conversations faded. Something had changed. I didn't know that one missed birthday could split a heart like that. But it did. That kind of ache. It sneaks up on you. Stops your lungs. Makes your brain scream, this isn't real. I was sitting on the couch, a normal Thursday, phone in hand, scrolling like people do when they're trying not to feel. Then I saw her name, Marissa, Alina's cousin, queen of oversharing. Every dinner, every facial, every glass of wine. I almost swiped past her story, but I paused. Last